What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another classic WoW video for Season of Discovery. Now today I'll be revealing a gold making method that I've been using quite a bit recently because it's super easy and you basically multiply your gold every single time, and it's something you can do a lot. It doesn't really have a cap. Well, I guess it kind of does, but the cap is so huge that you can do this so much and still make gold. Now this video being public could take away some of the potential profits, but let's talk about it. First of all, videos like this and including the specific one will always be in early access to anyone who has checked out, or to anyone who has purchased my gold making guide, which is linked down below, and you can get it for half price by using the code Solheim. Now this guide is 134 pages long. Now that might sound like a lot, but I'm using a lot of pictures, like for example the 50 different gold farms. It's one picture per gold farm and there's 2 farms per page. So 25 pages are gold farms, showing you where to farm, what to farm, and why you're farming there. Trying to be as detailed as possible, but also as precise as possible. There's auction house strategies, professional strategies, basically a lot of gold farming things that I picked up over the years of playing that I put into a guide to help you out. In addition, you get access to a forum or a Discord server where you can talk to me personally and talk to other people that are also making gold. That is also where I give you early access to videos, for example, and this video right here is going to be early access video number 11 in Season of Discovery. So we have quite a few videos coming out every single phase that you will have early access to, and we're only in phase 1, so imagine what phase 2 can look like, and you will get access to phase 2 for free when you purchase the guide in phase 1, so you get all the future updates completely for free. Either way, let's talk about the gold making strategy for today. So this is a flip that I've talked about before, but today we're going more in depth on the flip and just talking about everything behind the scenes and what you're doing, what you need to do this, and yeah, everything covering it. So we're talking about the Phoenix bindings. I've talked about these before, I've sold quite a bunch of them, and I just bought one now to show you the flip that I'm talking about, but I've made quite a few of these and sold them on the auction house because they were selling for a gold each, giving me a lot of profit. That being said, if you have enchanting, you can also disenchant them and make profit that way. So every single time you disenchant, you can see here, it's selling for 37 silver on the auction house. It also says it has a vendor value of 40 silver, but it has been nerfed. So it was 40 silver, but it's 20. So just keep that in mind. So the tooltip is wrong, and yeah, it's wrong. It's 20 silver, but it's still 40 silver right here as well. So 20 silver or 37 on the auction house, but disenchanting it, you can see you get an enchanting material, and that's going to be the same one every single time, by the way, a large glimmering shard. As you can see, this one is selling for 28 silver on my auction house, but also 35 silver market value, or 58 silver on the region-wide auction house, so like the region-wide value. And seeing here, it's actually 35 on mine as well, even though it said 28. So 35 silver for the large glimmering shard, and the actual bracers was 37.5. You will sell these shards a lot easier than you will sell the actual bracers. So I just wanted to show you the value of the shard now before talking about the flip, so you can see exactly how much they are selling for. Now let's go to where the magic happens, and using TSM you can see the average profit margins for every single item here, and that's kind of how I figure out what I personally want to craft. But going down to Phoenix bindings, when you click on this you can also see the crafting cost. So you can see it costs me 18 silver to make 1 Phoenix bindings, and as I just showed you, the disenchant value was 35 silver. Well, 35 silver and some copper, which basically means every single time I make one of these, I make 18 silver or 17 silver from disenchanting. I double my gold every single time by making a Phoenix bindings and disenchanting it. I'm just gonna let that sit for a while. That is so insane. I even talked about this like 2.5 to 3 weeks ago, and I just mentioned it quickly in a video back then, but now I just want to cover everything behind it and the whole enchanting thing, because back then I was selling them as bracers on the auction house for 1 gold each, and that was huge, but I only sold like 5 bracers a day. Now that I've been disenchanting them, you can easily sell between 50 and 100 shards on a daily basis, and you get 17 silver each. If you sell 100 shards, that is what, 17 gold profit on a daily basis, and if you sell 15, that is like 8 to 9 gold profit on a daily basis, just from a simple craft and disenchant flip. That is very easy to do. Now the thing is, for this to work, you obviously have to have the Phoenix Bindings recipe for tailoring, which requires you to have a certain skill, but it's also a recipe that you don't just learn from your trainer. The recipe you get from the brand new reputation, which is the Azeroth or Commerce Authority for Alliance, and Durotar Supply for the Horde. And the thing is, you have to have a lot of rep here. It's still locked behind Honored, I think, and it costs you 6.7 gold to buy the recipe from that vendor. And unless Blizzard has changed something recently, it's still the same requirement for this. And I also think this is one of the many reasons why it's still profitable, because it has a barrier to entry. Most professional items at the moment, they don't have a barrier to entry, and when there's no barrier to entry, everyone can do it, and it really reduces the value of the actual flip, or the actual craft. In this case, the barrier to entry is quite huge, requiring Honored and a 6.7 gold buy-in. It's one of the biggest barriers to entry we currently have for a craftable item, and that's why it's still profitable. And even with me making this video public, it's still going to be profitable, because if you don't have any rep, you have to go out and farm 9,000 rep before you can even start doing this, which a lot of people simply won't bother to do, which means barrier to entry is going to keep being profitable, and that's perfect. So let's go through the requirements you have to make the flip. You have to be honored with the supply people, whatever that is for your faction, the Azeroth Commerce Authority, for Alliance and Durotar Supply Chain. For the Horde, you have to be honored with those. You then have to buy the recipe for 6.7 gold. You have to skill up tailoring, and then you have to have a character with enchanting. That character only has to be level 5 to learn enchanting, and then you don't need any skill. You can disenchant anything with any skill right now, so you have to have a level 5 character and pick up enchanting. That can be your bank, by the way. Just be level 5 on your bank and pick up enchanting on your bank, and that way you can send these directly to your bank and disenchant them from your bank. And when you have all of these things, when you have unlocked the ability for the flip, you can double your gold every single time you craft. It is just absolutely beautiful. Once again, opening TSM right here, you can see the crafting cost versus the profits. Crafting cost is 18 silver, and the selling price for the material was 35 silver. So I'm doubling my gold every single time, and if I sell 100 shards per day, that is just about 17 gold profit on a daily basis that I'm getting. It does require me selling the shards, so like the more people do this, the more competition it will be on the market for the shards, but until then, I'm still raking in the profits, and it's great. It's a really simple flip, and because you're selling the shards instead of the bracers, you're selling way more of them. Because when I was selling the bracers, I was only selling between 3 and 5 per day, but the shards you're easily selling probably 20 to 50 shards on a daily basis. It depends on how often you restock the supply on the auction house, right? So yeah, once again, just a really simple flip that I've talked about before, and I've been using ever since, and it's making me so much gold that I thought it was worth talking about one more time and make a whole video just talking about this flip, how good it is, what you need for the flip, and hopefully this helps you make some gold. If you've been doing this for a while, I'm sorry, and if you haven't, well, please let me know in the comments down below how much gold you're able to make from this, and if you have been doing this as well, let me know how much gold you have made so far from this flip in the comments down below. As always, I really appreciate you guys watching today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe for more gold making content. As always, we're trying to make gold in different ways in Season of Discovery, farming gold, making gold, crafting gold, doing a bit of everything. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, I really appreciate you guys watching today. Thank you so much as always, and I'll see you again very soon.